every good thing eventually ends. Be it a game, a relationship, or a show, everything has a beginning, a climax, and a conclusion. And that's fine, because to me, that's what makes us value the things that we love. However, how these experiences end can be very, very important. For example, you might have a fantastically touching story like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with great character development and world building, and Mithra, or you could have been one of the many unlucky souls that watch Game of Thrones. The way a show ends can be very impactful for its audience, because sometimes it's not about the journey, sometimes it really is about the destination. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried that we're not gonna see much more of our beloved Third Fleet podcast. Oh, here he goes again, he's gonna bitch about Ruri's and Gaijin's upload schedule. Nope, I'm not here for that. In fact, I've got no problem on whether the Third Fleet podcast is updated weekly or bi-weekly or every 3 months. In my opinion, the anticipation and wait time makes those hours of content much tastier for me. So what's the problem? Why am I saying that the podcast might end? Well, my friends, unfortunately, this is one of the very few times in my life where not only do I have a valid point, but also proof. You see, the Third Fleet podcast is starting to look a lot like my parents' marriage, right before they got divorced. Let me explain. Look at this clip.
Randine's sister is mine.
You wish.
I can always get myself behind a good character discussion, especially one where it's wholesome, and there's banter, overall just good vibes. Fast forward and now we have...
What do you mean, what's her name? What? Go there all the time to craft your armor. What do you mean, what's her name? Like, what kind of disrespect is this?
You see, much like in my parents' divorce, there's arguing.
What kind of disrespect?
There's cheating.
Look, you were looking too much at what's her name.
And last but not least, violence. But you're just taking clips out of context. You got no proof. Oh yeah? Is this enough proof to you? But don't worry guys, this time I came prepared. Unlike with my parents, I'm gonna make sure that these guys stay together for the Monster Hunter community. That joke didn't even make sense. I've got the perfect plan to restore balance. However, I cannot share it with you just yet. But don't worry, you'll be made aware very, very soon. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. This level of degeneracy stays right here on this channel. But I do have a plan though. If Ruri starting a Monster Hunter podcast with Gaijin made him want to play Final Fantasy whilst Monster Hunter did not have that much content going on, then if Ruri starts a Final Fantasy podcast with Gaijin whilst Final Fantasy cannot be played, all he has to do is keep talking about Xenoblade. Hell, do it enough and it's gonna work the exact same as it did with Final Fantasy. I'm telling you, man, it's a fail-safe plan. Plus, who can be unhappy after playing Xenoblade? Like, that's just impossible. I'm just kidding. Calm down, keyboard warriors. Don't fucking tell me that I don't have anything to do with their upload schedules. Chill out, it's a joke. The real way to stop the Third Fleet podcast from ending is to identify the entity responsible for these arguments. Just think about it. It wasn't that long ago that these guys got defensive about Monster Hunter waifus, okay? So we really gotta ask ourselves, has there been any particular content that has caused this topic to rise recently? And we gotta think about anything at all, like a dumb YouTube channel, like a really stupid channel where someone uses talented voice actors to mask their shitty content. And I mean really dumb, like this guy only uses cringy, predictable jokes at all time. God, I wish we could just put a finger on it, you know? But why is everyone looking at me?